Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And I am so sorry for the delay. But at first, I'm like, I'm not gonna get on camera. Then I decided to just go ahead and get on camera just so we could get into this commentary real quick and just give you guys my overall thoughts. So today, Cardi B, Akbar, and Nicki Minaj all engaged in very childish behavior on social media for their fan bases um entertainment, because other than entertaining their fans in low down, below the belt, back and forth BS, I really don't understand it at all. I mean, I understand that this keeps their names relevant, it pushes their products, it does that for, but for somebody my age, and two of the people in this whole fiasco being older than me, and then one seemingly acting like they are above it all, it just all was a little bit too much. Now, I seen a lot of people who were saying, Akbar has been trying to come for Cardi B, and Akbar has been subtweeting her. So Cardi B is justified in saying below the belt stuff, and Akbar is justified in saying this and this and that. All of it was immature, ridiculous, and way overboard. It was way overboard, unnecessary, uncalled for. And if y'all don't like each other that much and you so gangster, then all y'all need to do is wait until y'all see one another on site. All of it, you can't be gangster, but then going on a Twitter rant for hours and hours and hours. You cannot be this person. And that's what I be saying about Nicki Minaj. People be saying Nicki Minaj is the queen of this, queen of that. Well, you can't be the queen and the top done daughter if you keep lowering and entertaining BS. Like, are you the queen or are you not? Are you a bad bitch or are you not? Are you a bitch that's above and you could do this and that, or are you not? Like, everybody in this exchange was doing too much. Cardi B talking about digging dead mamas up. Akbar seemingly implicating little baby and bringing him in the Offset situation back up. Nicki Minaj then going in on the neighborhood talk because they posted tweets that she herself posted. It just was an immature, elementary mess. And everybody is sitting here acting like it is just, oh, well, that's what she getting. That's what she getting. That's what my whole thing is, how do people pick and choose when they a gangster and when they not? Because when the situation happened with Tasha K, I understood. I felt like Tasha K was wrong, and I held her accountable for feeling like she went too far. Okay. And I could do the same if I feel like Cardi B goes too far. I don't care who you are. If you go too far and do too much, you do too damn much. You can't sit here and be mad at one person and be like, oh, I'm a victim. This made me suicidal and this and that. But then you get into an argument and you posting porn clips of them and you doing all this low gutter snipe stuff. You ain't no better than the person that you claim victimized you. It's all the same flip of the coin. All of it is unnecessary and retarded and ridiculous. And the people who keep on cheering it on, championing it on, and putting the battery in Nicki Minaj's back, putting the battery in Cardi B's back to keep on this old drawn out feud is ridiculous at this point. If Nicki Minaj is the queen, be the goddamn queen, period. Now, I'm sick of it at this point. I am sick of it at this point. Like, it's ridiculous. I just don't understand. I was going to go and break down what this person said, what that person said. Everybody has been following the blogs. Y'all already know what has been said, and it's ridiculous. I'm going to just open the floor to speak to some of y'all, but it's just It's like, how long are we gonna go at this? Like, the Met Gala was how many moons ago? The Met Gala was how many moons ago? How many moons ago are we, like, we still on the, like, what? And my whole thing is Cardi B, I was with her, you know, last week when she was like, listen, if you don't at me, this shit is old, it's played out, it's tired. I'm not about to keep going back and forth. So this week at Akbar, she took jabs at, I think Glorilla's song. I could be wrong, but it's the wherever her and Nicki Minaj had the issue when Cardi B left in a knot. That wasn't the Met Gala. Where was that at? That wasn't the Met Gala. I could have sworn that was the Met Gala, but if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. But I could have sworn all of this was around the Met Gala time. I could be wrong, but the shit is played out at this point. So Cardi B, like I said, last week she had posted this. Where is the tweet? I had it, y'all. Hold on. Where is it at? Damn, I just had that damn tweet. Oh, here we go. This was Cardi B last week. This ish is tiring, old, and redundant. Same formula, different year. Start chaos, drama, and then promote their ish. I actually have a life outside of my house and Twitter. Until bees put an at on it, they talking to their mother. Bye. Okay? And I got it. Like, people keep throwing out subliminals. You ain't directing it to nobody. You ain't putting no at on nothing. And you keep on windmilling at this old beef. It's tired. Well, Akbar is deriding Nicki Minaj. Okay. She got a feature on Nicki Minaj's song. I don't even know. I think the song had went number 1, but no shade, and I mean absolutely no shade. I have never heard that song played on the radio at all. So Akbar, she is trying to get in Nicki's good graces. Anybody with a brain and who watches social media, you can tell that Nicki Minaj is the type of person that you have to like her and only her. If you like people that she don't like, then you are out of the mean girl clique. I mean, it's so blatantly honest. So in order to get in her good graces, Akbar says, you know what? Let me take on her beefs. Now, Cardi B just did a song with Glorilla and she featured on the song. Okay. And so Akbar had, I think the Neighborhood Talk had posted like stats of the song that were incorrect. And Akbar kind of subtweeted. Okay, she didn't put an ad on it. She subtweeted, taking jabs at the data. Cardi B felt like it was necessary to go back and forth with her. And my whole thing is like, you just said if they don't put an at on it, then you ain't responding. So why are we responding? What's not true? You said not true. What's not true? Because if I have anything mixed up in this immature high school exchange, let me know. What's not true? What's not true? Anyways, I'll continue. Somebody said, I'm confused on how Akbar's action is Nicki's fault. The reason that Nicki gets bought into it is because Nicki, instead of saying Akbar, I'm a grown, overgrown ass woman. I don't need you to pick beefs with this girl. I can handle her myself. Instead of sitting Akbar down, she's co-signing it on Twitter. She's acting like she's not co-signing it. But if you put in a pin emoji right after Akbar is saying that Cardi B don't write her raps, you really want me to think that you not co-signing her saying that the girl can't write her own raps? But you want me to think that that was directed at YouTube because YouTube didn't monetize your record? You want me to think that the pin emoji and the subliminals you put in after she insinuates and implicates Little Baby, and then Nicki Minaj tweets Little Baby like this right after, you want me to think with my good brain that she's not co-signing it? That's how you know, Nicki Minaj gets into it. So instead of being adult and being like, listen, I'm a grown ass woman, I can handle my own beefs, I got her, she's my lightweight because I'm Queen B, whatever. I'm so much ahead, as the Barbs say she is, then she shouldn't need these other people to do it. These people are doing it because they are getting okay, if I take on her beefs, then I could be cooler with her approach, which is whack on everybody's side. We all grown adults, okay? And that's how I had to back up off of certain YouTubers, because there are certain YouTubers who are with that same high school shit. They feel like if you cool with me, then if I don't like this person, you got to not like this person too. I'm a grown ass woman, period. I'm a grown ass woman, period. If the person ain't did something egregious to you and y'all just being petty on some petty bullshit, that's not really like they didn't slap your mama, they didn't steal money out your bank account, they didn't do something that was super grimy and y'all just sending stupid shade back and forth, like I'm not about to stop being cool with them. And that's the same thing that like people in my space do as well. Motherfuckers act like high school. If I can't call you in the middle of the night and if I have a time of need, if I got a flat tire, if I need to vent about hardships that I'm going through, I'm not taking on your motherfucking beef. Period. And I highly doubt Akbar is that cool where she can do that. Okay? So, in essence, I feel like, yes, Cardi B posted a video of Akbar sucking D. Okay, it was a X tape. Okay, and she posted it like, oh, you couldn't even get your man to say that. So it just was all stupid. It was all stupid. It was all stupid. She posted that and she was like, you couldn't get your man to say, well, it was something, but it's like if you are Cardi B or any of these, like none of these people could speak about nobody's man. Nobody is in a position to where they man is a great example or equivalent to a Russell Wilson or somebody who isn't known. Because even Russell Wilson, I can't say that he ain't stuck his weeder in somebody because I ain't been in the room. I don't know. But I'm saying somebody who has not been publicly outed as a cheater. You know what I'm saying? You can't it was just all stupid. Like you just signed a case where you got into it with some females because your man couldn't keep his D in his pants. He was cheating on you left and right in the beginning. We haven't heard nothing as of late, but it was just like, come on, all of this is dumb. All of this is stupid. And so then the Neighborhood Talk had posted up something that Nicki Minaj had tweeted. She had put the hand thing or whatever, and she had put some tweets that it clearly looked like it was subliminal shade to Cardi B. Then she started going off. She started cursing out the Neighborhood Talk, trying to act like, oh, don't add me in this beef. This don't got nothing to do with me. But then when Kyle from the neighborhood talk address her, the first person that she adding is Akbar. Akbar, you see this? You see this? But you want us to believe that the whole time you ain't been co-signing this mess? Period. All of it is dumb and immature. But I'm gonna let y'all come on because all of it was stupid, all of it was dumb, and all of it was immature. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got this hate for each other for some reason. And I feel like at this point, too much has been said. To be honest, Nicki play like she gangsta. Cardi play like she gangsta. So if all y'all bitches is gangsta, hood, gutters, bout it, Cardi B posting videos of Akbar losing a fight, get in the motherfucking ring and duke it out at this point. Cause y'all do like what's all this back and forth? All this back and forth. Why? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's damn ridiculous. Y'all hate each other that much? Fight. Punch. That would be a damn show. I would go to see. Okay? Because if I hate somebody that much to where anything that they do, like any little shade, you already know what is given with Akbar. You already know she's trying to get under Nicki Minaj wheels. You already know that. So my whole thing is like, you talking about how gangster you are, but then it's like you flip interchangeably between being a gangster and a victim. I don't get that. I do not get that. It's like, are you above it? Are you over it? Or are you just as low down? Nicki Minaj, also, you're not innocent. You act like you are on this queendom, but you be swooping down the same. Who the hell is going to grow up? Who the hell is going to grow up? Anyways, I'm gonna put the link in the chat because all of it was stupid. All of it. I don't got, and then people were like, oh, we know you don't like Nicki. You like, I don't even got alliances with none of these people. I don't got alliance with Cardi. I don't got alliance with Nicki. I don't got alliance with no goddamn artist. I say what I feel is right at the time. Okay? What I feel is right. If I feel like Tasha was wrong versus Cardi, then she was wrong. If I feel like Cardi was wrong in this situation, I'm going to say what I feel is wrong. If I feel like that person is wrong, all of it, I'm going to say what I feel at the time. I don't deride none of these people. None of these people are in an alliance or anything. Don't do nothing for my platform, period. So I'm going to say how I feel, but I just put the StreamYard link in the chat. If y'all want to come up, tell me what you think. I'm going to show y'all. Let me download some of this stuff that Nicki Minaj was saying to Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk because it was just too much. She was calling the man bitches and all this and that. I'm like, girl, you doing too much. Like the first person you atting is Akbar, but then want to go in on Kyle because you saying that he putting you in something where you simultaneously was tweeting at the same time. Like, I don't get it. I do not get it at all. Like, I just was like looking in disbelief. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. But let me put the link back in the chat. Tommy, hello.
Hey, Neek.
Hey.
Listen, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think this is just all too much and it's all unnecessary. But I think that we all have to understand that there is money to be made in this sort of, I would say, celebrity beef sector, whatever. And I think that just like what Nikki did, like 2 weeks ago with the when she went on that Twitter rant, she made her money. She was promoting it on Queen Radio. She was dropping music, whatever, whatever. I think it's just Cardi is just taking a page out of Nicki's book. And I understand that it's unnecessary because they already got their own fan base. But there is money. You have to understand that there is money to be made in that sort of sector. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just what it is. I think that Cardi is just taking a page out of Nicki's book, and she just wants the dramas for clicks and views.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Tommy.
All right, thank you.
All right. Oh wait. Hold on. Yusuf was next. Yusuf?
Hey, boo.
Hey.
Hey, all the night owls. Yeah, they're going too far. High school drama was the best way to put it. Like, I'm just so sick of seeing it. And I think that they're being poorly influenced by the male rappers. And I'm not making no excuses for them, but they're starting to get just as degenerate, just as unentertaining, just as drama filled and messy and dangerous as these other ones. And, like, okay, Nikki, and I told you the last time I came up here a couple weeks ago that I had just realized that Nikki be liking the tweets from the Barbs when they be being messy and fighting and warring in the social media streets. And so that was a little disappointing. And then for Akbar V, we're always rooting for her to, have a real shot and to seize it and to be herself because we all know what it's like to be self-sabotaging, to be a victim of her circumstances, and to want to box your way out of that. So, we always wanted to see her win too in the back burner. And Cardi B just wants to be all of these black women and could never be. That's my personal opinion. She's turning and morphing literally into the person she hates the most, Nicki Minaj. It's very diabolical. And I feel like Nicki sees it and it's no better. And I think somebody named D in the chat said that Nicki's crown is crooked. I would agree. But there is also no queens around to adjust her crown. You know? If your crown is crooked, another queen should be able to look you in your eye and adjust your crown, And see, we already know there ain't no hope with the kings and their crowns. Y'all is really all that's left, and the females is taking over the rap game. So for y'all to be feeding into all this beef and drama is really just killing the whole industry. They need to be left to their own vices and see how immature and petty they are being and lose fans because of it. Thank
Right.
you, Neek.
Thank you. Somebody said, "Oh, please, y'all mad when Cardi respond? Fuck out of here." No, fuck out of here is
Oh,
when people respond and go too damn far. You can respond and put a bitch in her place without going too far. Cardi B talking about, oh, yeah, you didn't have your kids, this and that, but then want to act like all bets are off when Akbar mentioned her sister. All of it was too much, too far. And I don't give a damn. She responded. She got a right to respond. And I could also have a right to say she went too fucking far. Period.
right. And since you brought that up, the last thing though, they really do too much with it. Damn, what was that comment saying, Neek? What was that comment about again?
They said we get mad when Cardi B respond. Fuck out of
Oh,
here.
right. That was my thing because that upset me too a while back, and it's upsetting me all over again. And I wonder if people see it now because it's always right and wrong in the situation, and more things can be true at once. So a lot of people can be in the wrong in the same situation, and both need to do better and take accountability. And this is that type of situation with Cardi and Nicki. They're both wrong, but they both could, woman up about the situation because Cardi, when she sued Tasha, I said the same thing. All the stuff that she just said online, the hurtful things she said to black people and did not have no remorse. It's the same thing now. And here she go online yet again, wishing death on people, doing revenge P word on people, doing all types of stuff on people. And what she said about Akbar and her man and with her performance that she's doing on the man. But weren't you just crying that your man didn't want to be intimate with you because of the things that Tasha K said about you? And it had nothing to do with that lumpy P. I'm out of here.
Bye, Yusuf. Nautica.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. So I just want to say I don't want to say I'm a barb because I'm not like a troll barb, but I'm a barb.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm over the Nicki and Cardi. It's like exhausting as a fan. It's literally exhausting. Like it's annoying. And I do like your channel because you not biased. Like you're like literally one of the only YouTube channels that's not biased. Like you call both of them out. So that's why I like your channel. But in regards to the whole beef, it's like, I mean, I just feel like Akbar was kind of giving clout chase vibes because Cardi wasn't even entertaining her and she just kept talking. And like, I ain't gonna lie, at first I was here for it, but then like after an hour passed, then the second hour, then hours, it was like, okay. And it was just like I was kind of getting secondhand embarrassment from Akbar because it was like Cardi was low key eating her up. It was like, girl, stop. Just please stop. And Cardi is like, I just feel like it's weak. Why do you got to bring up her kids? Like you couldn't win the argument without saying that. Like, but you ready to fight behind somebody talking about your kids or talking about your parenting. It's just weird. And then Nikki is like, why are you arguing with Kyle?
Right.
Why?
Hold on, wait. I want to address this real quick. Kimmy says, y'all are weird. How much does Cardi have to endure? That woman be minding her business. If you think that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, or any of these people are just sitting back minding their business, you're delusional. They're all partaking in this BS every step of the way. Cardi B is partaking in the BS when Nicki Minaj be doing, they all be partaking in this every single way. Are um None of them are victims in this exchange. Cardi B is not a victim. Nicki Minaj is not a victim. They all are playing tit for tat, petty. You say something about me, I got to clap back, say something about you. I'm throwing subliminals, you throwing. They all keep going back and forth. There's no, oh, one person is enduring something at the other person. They both going at each other. Go ahead, Nautica.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like, I don't like that Nikki going after Kyle. Like, it's just like, Nikki, why? It's like sometimes as a fan, it just be like, oh my God, like I'm exhausted. Like, I don't know. It's just, but what I do disagree with what you said was I don't think Nikki should be held responsible for what is doing. Like, I don't feel like Nikki should have to call her. Like, if Nikki did call her and say, stop putting me in it, what if Akbar don't? Like, it's just like, I don't feel like she should be responsible for that. Akbar is a
I'm not
grown
saying that
woman.
she's responsible for controlling Akbar. I'm saying that she is seen tweeting a seemingly cosign to what Akbar is doing. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand if you don't understand that, but what I'm saying is if she's seemingly co-signing her doing what she's doing, I can almost assume that she's not telling her she need to chill the fuck out.
No, I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying, like, basically, I was just saying, I don't think Nikki can control her, even if she did. That was the point that I was making. But I mean,
I
her
think so, 'cause
co-signing,
the whole thing is she doing it to kiss Nikki's ass.
but that's not Nikki's fault. Like, that's the point. Like, if that's what she chooses to do, I mean, I don't like, that's not Nikki's fault. Now, Nikki co-signing, obviously, she's gonna co-sign. She doesn't like Cardi. That's like a no-brainer. Like, they both shade each other. They both co-sign when the other person is being dragged. Like, that's just what they do. So I don't feel like when we're discussing it, it should be, well, she's doing it because of Nikki, and Nikki should tell her this, that, and the third. Like, I just feel like y'all want Nikki to be responsible for so much, even with the fans. Oh, Nikki fans does this. Nikki needs to tell her fans to do that. Oh, she co-signs it. Of course she's gonna co-sign it because she most likely agrees with it. I don't understand the
And her agreeing with it to me is like, okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't relate because I fight my own battles. I don't need like other people to fight my battles for me. So I can't relate in that sense. Like I'm the type of person like if it's me and another person, like let me handle it. I'm a grown ass woman. I could speak on them unless it's a man. If it's a man, then I'm gonna need another man to step in, obviously. But I fight my own battles, so I can't relate to that. I guess I can't relate.
I can understand what you're saying. I just think the beef and the hatred and whatever they feel for each other runs so deep that they don't really think in that logical headspace when it comes to one another. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they really think like, she fighting for me. It's like, oh, you getting at her too? Like, I think that's kind of, and like, I agree. Like, it's high school. It's childish. It's like, who cares at this point? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. The beef is exhausting. Like, it's literally exhausting.
All right. Thank you for speaking. Speaking of Kyle, before I go to the next people, let me bring up what Nicki Minaj said to Kyle. Sheena says Kyle crazy for letting her speak to like that towards him, and I agree. I feel like Kyle is probably stepping on eggshells because a large amount of his following are barbs. So I think that he is trying to not, overstep and go against the queen. But you talk to me crazy. I'm not about to be going for all that bitch this, bitch that, and all of this and that and all of that. It's too much. Like just to be in the good graces of an artist, please. Speaking of that, let me show y'all what she had to say to Kyle. So Kyle basically was accused of not Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk. Kyle is the owner of the Neighborhood Talk. That's what I'm talking about. Kyle was accused of acting as if Nicki Minaj was involved in the beef with Akbar and Cardi. Okay. He had posted some tweets and he said in the caption, these are tweets that Nicki Minaj posted earlier, and people insinuated that that Nicki Minaj was talking about Cardi B. Well, I'm talking about Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk. I said it already. I said it again. I said it again. So, then she gets mad at Kyle and curses him out, tells him why you posting, why you acting like I'm involved in this wooty wooty whoop, all this stuff or whatever. Acting like she was not a part of the mess. Hold on, let me make sure I got all the receipts. Let me download them. Let me post. Hold up. Somebody said he should not have involved her. How can you involve somebody that involved themselves? That be the thing about fans. Like y'all really act like y'all really y'all have to be told what to think sometimes, and that instead of using your own brain, and sometimes that is concerning. Because how can you involve somebody that involved themselves? I don't understand that part. I don't understand that. Like, I just like, and it's like, okay, Nicki said you involved her, so then you involved her as if she did not involve herself. Like, are we not watching the same internet? Are we looking at two different internets here? I'm so confused. I be so confused. Like, I feel like we looking at two different internets. So this is what Kyle posted. He posted up these tweets of Nicki Minaj where she said, "Still ugly, by the way," and she posted this pin emoji, and he posted Nicki with some tweets earlier. And then Nicki Minaj wrote and said, "Stop trying to involve me in these paid stunts." Okay? She said, "Stop trying to involve me in these paid stunts." She then said, "Mad because you had to delete them fake stats you got paid to post." Okay? And then she said, "You turned a blind eye and deaf ear to people tweeting about me for months at a time when I was minding my business. Now you're trying to involve me in some clown shit." Okay. And then she said, hold on. Oh, wait, that was when he posted the what you call. So after she starts saying that he involved her in some clown shit, then he posted up his marketing. He like, listen, I don't pick favorites on how I market anybody. So he showed how he was paid to market Nicki Minaj and Young Blue song, how he was paid to market that Cardi B and Glorilla song, and he showed how he was paid to market all of these songs. So then Nicki Minaj hopped under that and she started cursing him out some more and adding Akbar and all of that into that. So she said, oh, hold on, I dragged and dropped the wrong thing. She said gag, Blue Van Ross. See, told y'all the dud just stopped his own bag. Now, laugh my ass off. He tried to compare fake stats to Blue. People saying he manifested a fucking feature with the queen of rap. Kyle the fucking dud. Bah ha 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 ha. That just cost you so many bags. Post all the paid ads you post. No one will be from Onika though. That's the gag. Ooh, who pays blogs to post stats? Laughing my ass off. And then she said, why the fuck you posting something about Blue? What the fuck that got to do with me or my label? You fucking dud. I would fucking never. Bah ha ha ha. His master told him to throw that in there like it was supposed to be a fucking gag. No gag reflex. I ain't never gonna choke. At I am Akbar V. Come look, bitch. Kyle the dud just posted Empire or Blue people paying him for a fucking ad. Gag. Bitch, what the fuck that mean? That's for new artists or desperate ones. Okay? And she's tagging Akbar V saying, come look at this. Da 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 da. Okay. But then wanted to act like he was delusional in implicating her in some mess that she was involved in. So let me go to this real quick because I just was like, all of it was dumb. I just feel like she is the type of person who, if you don't kiss her ass, then your ass is grass. Okay. And I don't like them type of people. I like people who can you know handle their beefs, and as long as you not involving me in nothing that I'm not involved in, or as long as you not talking shit about like doing no weird shit, then I just don't agree. So this is what the neighborhood talk had posted, where it looked like she was seemingly co-signing at the same damn time. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me see what y'all saying while I pull this up, because I've seen some people say Neek, and I need to understand who. But Nikki was referencing chart data, though, Neek. It wasn't about beef. Okay. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to pull this up. Oops, wrong. Hold on 1 second, y'all. And a lot of people feel like, why do I have like more smoke for Nikki? Is because I feel like she is the oldest out of all of these people. And I feel like at some point she should be the most mature out of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ride Nikki a little bit harder than the other people. I feel like Cardi B looking goofy today, Akbar looking goofy today. I feel like they all looking goofy, but I feel like Nicki Minaj at 40 years old still doing high school shit, and you are supposed to be at the top of your game. That just like it just don't sit well with me. Like a 40-year-old arguing with 25, 26-year-old girl that's supposed to be beneath them. And then Cardi B acting like she innocent and going too far. All of it is just ridiculous. But I do hold Nicki Minaj just at a little bit higher regard because I feel like as long as she's been in the game, I feel like she should be above it a little bit. So the reason why I feel like it was a little bit towards this Akbar situation is because the tweets were simultaneous around the same time. You know, Akbar, Nicki Minaj posted the pin, and then Akbar put bully with my pin, and then she said, and now for all the duds trying to play both sides of the fence, thinking mother ain't seen ya. Good luck. Little Miss remix video, super freaky girl, cream mix, love is in the way. And then Akbar says, somebody check on Offset. He still got his chain back from 4PF. And then Nicki Minaj around the same time is posting Little Baby. Since I'm from ATL, I'm telling y'all hoes, Little Baby had Offset running. So I just feel like it just was it, come on now. We could sit here and pretend and act like, oh no, she was talking about the record label, or oh no, it wasn't this or it wasn't that. It's like, come on now. All of it is they all going back at each other, and it's all ridiculous. Go ahead, Bebo.
Hey, Neek.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm so glad that you brought up that
Cardi was a
Holly.
little girl. If that's what y'all took from that, then I will correct it, because Cardi B is a grown ass woman. I never insinuated that she was a little girl. I just insinuated that to Nicki, she should be a little girl.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
This is in regards to that Hollywood Unlocked post. I'm so glad you brought that up because that's what I wanted to talk about. Because I think it's kind of going over a lot of people's heads. If you look at the timestamps, all of that stuff, Nicki tweeted that first, and then Akbar said it. So it's like she was coaching her during that whole situation. The timestamps are there. He circled them. Akbar said that after Nicki posted it first. So I feel like she was trying to sick Akbar on Cardi. She knows exactly what she's doing. That's all I wanted to say. The proof is in the pudding. It's right there.
All right. Thank you, Miss Parker. Somebody said, why you keep including her in the mess? She is including herself in the mess. What are you talking about? Like, how do you keep saying somebody is including somebody that's including themselves? Miss Parker, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Hey.
So I just want to give you props, girl, because you be doing your thing. But I also want to just say, I just want to say somebody who came from a radio background. I remember when Nikki first came in the game, I was working at Clear Channel before it became iHeart. And yes, she was an individual where her label, definitely stopped a lot of other females from getting any radio play or being on. Payola was definitely into play. And that's why we didn't see a lot of females on the scene. And so when Cardi bust on the scene by way of Remy helping her, bringing her out on Summer Jam, when she brought all the females out, because all the females just was not getting any play. And that was right when Bodak Yellow. So that's where that beef stems from. Nikki really does feel like Cardi was the first female that really came in that was topping the charts after her. So that's where her issue lies with Cardi. And I feel like Cardi does try to ignore it for the most part, but she still is a hood girl. She's still a hood chick. And then she just can't get past rising above, the nonsense. And I really feel like Art Bar was sick on her. Nikki got somebody that she know was petty, that she know was thirsty to be in the game. And so now she done sick Art Bar on Nikki, on Cardi. And that's just the whole, the whole beef of it. I really wish, like you said, Nikki would act her age, because she definitely has the bars. She definitely has, the talent, but she's just really immature.
All right. Someone says, if Nikki said nothing, they would swear Akbar was sent by Nikki to talk mess. We're not talking about it if Nikki didn't say nothing. Nikki did say something.
Yeah.
Nikki did say something. So it's like, y'all will try to make Nicki Minaj the victim at all costs. Y'all will try to act like her hands are clean at all costs.
And
Like,
she plays victim a lot.
none of them are victims. Cardi B is not a victim. Nicki Minaj is not a victim. They've been going at each other. Period. Both of them. None of them are victims. They both are digging at each other. Like, we not about to keep acting like either one is a victim in this. They both is on BS.
Yeah, they are.
Amy and Mina, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, how are you?
Hey.
Hey, I think if you look deeper or if we look deeper into it, the only thing I don't like is when people say that, before Nicki Minaj, there was a lot of unity amongst females, and that's not correct. Because Little Kim had beef with a lot of females. She had beef with Eve. Eve came out on The Real and talked about how Little Kim used to treat her. So that's not true. Little Kim had issues with a lot of people, and people don't know about this story, but Little Kim tried to have something done to 50 Cent while 50 Cent was a new artist. So the issue between Little Kim and 50 Cent had nothing to do with a date, like she keeps saying. It's because she stole a song from 50 Cent. So the song, what is it called that they did together? Lollipop or whatever. It was supposed to be on 50 Cent's album, but Little Kim tricked 50 Cent out of that song. So it ended up on her album. And Little Kim had his bus shot up. Nobody talks about that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna pause you for a second. Jelani, Cam, if y'all want to come, or Jamoni, or Cam, or anybody else, if y'all would like to come up, then y'all definitely can. The StreamYard link is in the chat. But back to the topic. What do you think about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and Akbar and this whole ongoing fiasco?
I think the ongoing thing is partially like made up, because it seems like every week or so is something going on. It looks like it's kind of made up, or I feel like they're all in on it. Or if not, then I think it is kind of crazy that they keep having this ongoing, thing going on. I think there's something behind the scenes that we don't know about. I do feel like, some people, I think Cardi B is kind of like throwing the rock and hiding the hand, acting innocent. I think there's other things, behind the scene going on.
All right, King Luxury.
Hey Nick, how you doing today?
Okay.
Hey, hi everyone.
Where the Barb at? I ain't heard a Barb all stream. Where y'all at? Cause y'all normally be here, child. We answer y'all calls too. Go
well
ahead.
Nick, well, let me not say I'm a barb because I like every rapper. It's just like my opinion on it and everything. It's just that some things, I don't know. It's just a lot going on, and it's like at this point, it's like when are we just gonna like? It's making I don't. It's making the culture, the black culture. It's making all cultures look bad. If that makes sense. I hope everyone knows understands what I'm saying. And it's kind of sad, but I just don't know. Like, I am a Nicki Minaj. I like Nicki Minaj. I don't consider myself a barb because, like, I feel like barbs are like OGs. Like, they listen to Nicki Minaj. They grew up on the come up with her. With the come up DVDs. To me, I listened to her and Taylor Swift. I grew up in a Christian household, so at the end of the day, I can't say I'm a barb, but I consider myself a fan of her because I did listen to her at a later time. But it's just like at the end of the day, when do we hold not just Cardi B or these other rap, but when we hold all rappers accountable and just realize that, all right, well, it's just I just don't it's like it just makes us look bad as a whole, barbs, black people, every nation, and it just makes us look bad. I'm just saying, you don't see the white, I don't see
It's not.
respect.
Wait. I want to respond to Jamoni. She said, right. If you like Nicki, you're automatically a barb. No, if you can never hold Nicki accountable when she's wrong, then that right there tells me that you're a barb. You can
I mean,
like Nicki,
sorry.
but also be a person who can hold a person accountable. You don't never hold her accountable for anything that she's doing. They all on BS. Cardi B is on BS. Nicki Minaj is on BS. Akbar is on BS. All of them are on BS. And if you can never hold any of them accountable, then
And I
that's
do.
Akbar to me.
And sorry, and that's the one thing I say and everything. Just and yeah, I do consider. And sometimes, I feel like some real barbs do correct Nicki when she's wrong, but that's not a lot of people that's not out there like that. Respectfully to you, Nick, and stuff. In my opinion, there's not a lot of people that are out there like that because to me, real barbs and everything. In my opinion, I don't care who gets mad at me saying this. Y'all can come on YouTube, cuss me out or whatever. I don't give a damn. It's to me at the end of the day. A barb is someone that corrects Nicki where she's right or wrong. You don't care if you get blocked. You don't care but you still support her whether or not it's like whether or not she block you and everything. That's on her because it's like at the end of the day, when are we gonna hold our artists accountable? And it's like this. I say it in a respectful manner, but we don't see like Taylor Swift, or maybe we do see it, but it's not as in the news. We don't see Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Bruno Mars. We don't really
Well,
see
they're
them.
not the same. I don't like when people try to compare white people to black people. I don't like when people do
I
that.
know. I'm sorry about that. I was just giving it. Sorry, my bad. I'm black too. I know what you mean, but it's
Because they
like
be having a drama. Taylor Swift be suing people. She be
right,
taking people to court. They just
right.
fight different. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
I'm just saying
don't.
they're not on the media. I'm sorry. I'm just saying they're not on the media with it like we are. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that if that makes sense.
Well, all right. I'm gonna go to D.
Thank you.
D. Go ahead.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, first of all, Nick, I appreciate you. I love you. I've been following you for a couple of years now.
I
Like
appreciate
you really my Doug. I know you hear the Baltimore accent.
you.
But in contrary to me, I appreciate your content and all of that. But when it comes to Nikki, I am a Bob. Let me get that straight first and foremost. I'm a Baltimore Bob. And only thing I don't like is you be so quick to jump ship and be so against her. Like, have you even realized in 2018, Cardi never took responsibility or even gave this woman an apology for throwing a shoe at a big event like that? Like 2018, the event when she threw the shoe at Nikki over stupid stuff because she will not stay off the internet over something that was not true about her child. How long do you think Nikki got to consider? How long do you think Nikki got to continue to get hated on? She got this lady, first of all, she's a black woman. We do not stick up for her. People taking a Mexican side or whatever Cardi identify over a black woman. I love both of them. I'm a Bob, but I appreciate good music. I still listen to Meg. I still rock Cardi. I think she killed Glorilla on Glorilla on song, but at the end of the day, like you said, Nikki is 39. Let me correct her. She's not 40. She be 39 on the 8th of December. But how long do you think she should keep taking ridicule from her own people? She have a reason to feel like that with Kyle. She have a reason to go at YouTube because every time that girl come out with something after 15 years, Nick, she's still breaking records. Look at the good stuff she do. You ain't even shared Super Freaky Girl remix when she put all them young black queens on a remix.
Share no
And
music. I don't
no, no,
share.
no, no, no. I know you don't. I know you, but you share the content. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you always talk about
I'm
you
not a
talk
music.
about
I'm not a music critiquer. I don't share Cardi music. I don't share Nicki music. I don't
that's
share
right,
Glorilla. I don't share Saweetie
right.
music. I don't share none of
Don't.
that music.
You
So
don't, but you do the content. You look for the bad and the content. I'm asking you before you go ahead and say, "Oh, she should grow up. She should do this and that." That lady been bullied, ridiculed. We're not even going to talk about the accusation her husband had, and it came out to be not true because it wasn't rape. It was attempted rape. Like it's so many miscommunications to the girl. It's not even funny. Like do your research before y'all speak on stuff. Like when she wrong, I hold her accountable. Nikki can marry anybody, you know what I'm saying? But obviously she had a reason. She was with Kenny back in the day. That's
she's
her thing.
she's
But
a
Cardi, let's talk about Cardi. How
wait,
Cardi was wrong. Let's talk about accountability
but let
for
me
the
talk.
shoe. Let's talk about the shoe situation.
Let
Cardi
me
30 years old. When can she take responsibility?
no. Can I talk?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. She's a victim in all that. She's a victim of her husband's past that he committed. She's a victim of
Allegedly. Allegedly.
or
Uh-huh.
allegedly or attempted to
Yeah.
allegedly commit all of that.
Right, attempted, right. Uh-huh.
Hold her accountable for what do you hold her accountable for exactly?
Well, in my eyes, she really, really haven't done nothing. Like she could have. Raw Ali was that person for her at the gala when she hit Cardi. I'd rather her use Raw Ali or whoever, because whenever Nicki do something, whenever she do something, you know what I'm saying, she gets blamed for everything. So what I'm saying, what did she do? She not supposed to fight back to YouTube. She not supposed to say nothing back to Kyle. She not supposed to say nothing back to the subtweet. Megan. After Megan was ungrateful, the girl put Megan in a song and made sure Megan's career is where it's at because of her, because the Bobs, because we back Megan. It's too many ungrateful people. So this is her year, and we're gonna line them up like fractions. I need her to finish doing what she do. She don't owe nobody nothing. That girl been ridiculed for over 10 years. First of all, Nick, she's still breaking records, and this girl not even on the radio. She been blackballed, and she's still breaking records. Who does that? Lil' Kim never did it. Lauryn Hill never did it. Foxy Brown never did it. Queen Latifah never did it. Nobody has been doing what this girl been doing for 15 years, baby. You gotta give her props. She is one of a kind. She's a female Jay-Z.
If you honestly think that Nicki Minaj has not done not one thing,
well, I'm asking, what have she done so I can hold her accountable? I'm really trying to figure it out. I'm dead serious. What have she done?
You think that she is really the victim in everything?
These past situations, yes, the Megan, the Cardi with the shoe, the Megan backstabbing her, she haven't done nothing wrong. These record labels, the corporate giants that went against her, that girl ain't even on the radio right now. And Super Freaky Girl still #1 after a month. She doing stuff that men have never done. She breaking records that men have never done in hip hop. No man have done what she done. And mind you, she's the highest paid rapper, but she this and that, she's washed up. Yes, she's 39, but don't forget she's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius take but so much. How much can you take? It's the same way they're trying to drag JT for calling herself the princess of rap. You're supposed to feel like you #1. Rap is a sport. It's a sport, and I want all of them to win. Cardi just need a PR. She need to get off the internet because she take everything to the heart. That's her problem. Why ain't nobody behind Cardi making sure she's the mother that she's supposed to be? But she's a blood. Nicki never been a blood. Cardi is a known blood. She just got 15 days for putting the hit out on the sisters. 15 days, my nigga. I'm trying to be a celebrity. 15 days for a crime like that, but nobody will help Cardi accountable. They on two separate levels though. Like they on two separate levels.
So Nicki Minaj don't try to act equally gangster?
She never. I'm telling you what she's doing. Have you been bullied at school, Nick? Have you ever been bullied, Nick?
Nick,
have you ever been bullied?
Act equally gangster.
She for the smoke, but that's what I'm telling you. She's a Sagittarius. She gonna keep getting picked on until she retaliate. And right now, 2022 is her year. Nicki said you can line them up like fractions, like she don't care right now. And I love this for her because Nicki been quiet for too long. Just sit back and figure out, because I'm going to tell you one thing about Nicki. She never lied to her fans. She never made a lie on them. Remember y'all kept thinking that Raw Ali didn't hit Cardi and gave her them lumps? Came out, she gave her them lumps. I can go on and on. She never lied to us. She got receipts for everything she told us. Y'all was like, oh no, Nicki ain't not up. Nicki never said she not up. Her BFF did it for her. She never lied to us about no situation. She got receipts. She just don't expose people because she don't have to. She don't have to. But yes, if she's wrong about anything, I'm tired of her being bullied. Like it's time for her to speak up. She's a mother now. She's a wife. Whether whoever like Kenny, that's nobody's problem. Obviously, he good enough for her. That's her childhood sweetheart, and she got his back. Same way Cardi got off the cheat back. That nigga cheated on her since they've been together. As bad as Cardi is, she can do better than Offset. But no, that's who she chooses. That's her nigga. Like,
and Nicki Minaj better than Kenneth Petty?
Huh?
Let me hear the excuse on that. You don't think, because you got excuses for everything. You don't think that Nicki Minaj could
I asked you to call me out on it, huh? Say it again.
I said you don't think Nicki Minaj could do better than Kenneth Petty?
I'm gonna say this. I liked her with the race car driver. My man, I forgot his name. The race car driver. It was a cute couple, but Nicki likes protection. Nicki have a history with Kenny. They childhood sweethearts. I just back up my childhood sweetheart too. I'm not going to say she can't do better, but that's her husband. That's her man of choice.
All right, thank you, D. I can't. I tried. I wanted to hear out the barbs. I can't.
You see how they be tweaking over Nicki?
I cannot. I cannot.
I had to come back because that was so interesting.
But
It's like
people wanted me to actually engage and rebut her. I don't have energy to do that. I've already told y'all my stance on everybody. Like, I'm not about to. Child, the excuses, it just be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I cannot.
the Nikki Puffs, honey. They be on it for the Nikki Puffs. And I'm wondering, like, this is crazy. The fans really do be tweaking, and both fan bases be doing that back together. So it's like people, it's like with race politics and stuff. It's like they're on a, it's like a spiritual, um, when they be going, it's like a spiritual debate, like talking about Christianity versus Islam.
that
Versus,
their comprehension, it only goes one way. It goes kiss Nikki's ass or we can't comprehend. Like this person right here. They said, so Nick absolutely is biased. Motherfucker, ain't neither one of their husbands better than the other.
no, not at all.
I asked how was Nicki Minaj's husband better than Cardi's when both of them is trash. But y'all can't comprehend that. Y'all only comprehend kiss Nicki's ass or else you biased. That's the only way to be unbiased is to kiss Nicki's ass. Neither one of their husbands is anybody that I would fucking brag about. I wouldn't brag about Offset. I wouldn't brag about motherfucking Kenneth Petty. I wouldn't brag about neither one of them. So it's either kiss her ass or you bias. How about I'm not deriding either one of them. I already told y'all in the beginning. I feel like Cardi B went too motherfucking far in her comments to Akbar. I already said I felt like Akbar was trying to be in Nicki Minaj's good graces. Nicki Minaj was co-signing or seemingly what appeared to be co-signing the foolishness, and all of it was childhood BS. But y'all only comprehend kiss the person ass I like or else you biased. I don't give a damn if you call me biased, unbiased. Neither one of them do a damn thing for me. Neither one of them. I'm not one of these bloggers who need Nicki Minaj or Cardi B to survive as a blogger. All these other bloggers, they need to kiss one of their ass because they thrive off of getting their fan base. This ain't even commentary that perform well on my channel, to be honest.
It's because you're not biased.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all these other, they need, and the Nicki fans and the Cardi fans, they so gullible, they don't even see when they being used. It's either kiss, all a blogger got to do to be successful is pick which one. Which one do I want to kiss their ass? Start kissing ass and they shit gonna go. And just because you kiss ass, that is all that these fan bases need. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. They don't think for themselves. Nothing. It's kiss their ass or you bias. Or you got to kiss the same ass that I like or you bias. No, everybody was wrong in this situation, and I stand on what I said. I do hold Nicki Minaj at a little bit of a higher regard because, number one, she is supposed to be at the top of her shit. She's been in the game longest.
She's
and
older.
all of these people should be her motherfucking sons, period. So I am going to hold somebody that's 39 at a higher regard than somebody that is younger than them, even while in the same sentence still saying that the 29-year-old is also wrong. Cardi B ain't right. They both keeping this game, this bickering back and forth going. Both of them, period. But if your mama is arguing with an 18-year-old and your mama or whoever you see, you're going to hold the motherfucker that's the oldest at a higher regard. If a 10-year-old has a temper tantrum in a motherfucking supermarket and then you have a 50-year-old woman having a fucking temper tantrum in the supermarket, who the fuck are you going to hold at a higher regard? You're going to hold the eldest like, what the fuck? Like, you too damn old to be having, like, at some point, come on now. But y'all be so one-dimensional that you can't even fathom that all of the shit is dumb at the end of the day. Tyra M, Nautica, C Don, go ahead. Let me bring all y'all up.
Okay, so really quickly, I just wanted to say that I just think it's really interesting that whenever there's some type of, whenever a female rapper, right, or a female hip hop artist, whatever, comes out with any new material, there's some type of beef that just freaking just so happens to happen. Does anybody notice that? Is it just me? Like, I remember a couple of
Wait,
weeks
say that
ago.
again. Every time, what happened? Say that again.
No, what I was saying is that whenever a female hip hop artist comes out with new music, it seems like there's some type of scandal or some shit that involves Nicki Minaj. You understand what I'm saying? Like a couple of weeks ago, Little Kim. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion promoted the song and stuff like that, but it just seemed like there was shit that was going on with Little Kim when she did the record with Megan Thee Stallion. It was like literally like the next day. Now this situation is happening with the Glorilla. Everybody's talking about how really good the song is and stuff like that. Now, what a coinky dink. Now that what I'm saying, that we're not talking about how good the record is anymore. There's a beef going on with Cardi B and the girl all freaking day long. Where did it start?
Wait, I'm
You understand what I'm saying?
Let me address this really quick. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That being younger doesn't mean you get to disrespect me without me checking you. This is far beyond somebody being young and checking you. So keep on taking everything out of context. We are talking about two motherfuckers that's engaging in petty BS. And the older person is equally engaged in the petty BS. That's
Exactly.
what we're talking about. We're not talking about an
And
older motherfucker because Nikki Ben checked her.
like,
She's
why?
still going back and forth.
I got a question, and not even a question, but something that I like. I just feel like in the way of hip hop is nowadays, and I hope no one doesn't get mad when I say this, but it's like at the end of the day, like I've been saying all the time, it's like rapping is like a sport, and at the end of the day, I know Hollywood is one thing, but people love drama, and I just feel like at the end of the day, I really
Mm-hmm.
like when I hear like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, and now I'm hearing Akbar in it. I didn't even know she was in part of the title on my phone just now, and it's like, is it now y'all just doing this for press, like on purpose? Like, are y'all really friends behind? Do y'all really have stuff going on? Because if it's not really nothing going on, if it's something really that bad, how come y'all not rapping it out? And that's what I love. And I'll be honest, like I say, I love Nicki Minaj, but now it's getting out of hand. And I'm not trying to say nothing disrespectful, Nick, on this channel, but now it's like I don't even like. It's just what makes me think like. This makes people wonder, like, if you say you a bar, it's like now I'm scared to be around you, or even scared to put my opinion, or even be non-biased, because it's like now you think everything I say about that is respectful or anything. Like, you're a non-biased person, Nick, and I like that about you. That's the reason why I watch you and everything. You do everything, and no matter or not, if it's good, bad, or ugly, you say what you say and stuff. But then it's like, okay, I gotta make sure. But I'm the type of person like, oh, if I say this, I might offend that person. I might say that, and it might offend the other person. But now it's like nowadays and stuff. It's like I might as well just do like what people do in politics. Like, whoever I vote for, just keep my votes to my fucking self. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
kind of
Hold
sad,
on.
but it's like we
Let me
can't
hear
even
from
have.
let me hear from King Neptune.
Hello, Nick again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is my first time using this mic. I'm actually testing it out. I'm a barb. I don't care if you feel like you're too scared to be around me and stuff like that, but I felt like it was necessary for me to call to let it be known that there are sane barbs out there. There are barbs that do hold Nikki to
Right.
her hold her accountable whenever she is wrong, because nobody is perfect, and we all don't agree with everything that she does within her lifestyle, as far as like who she marries and stuff like that. At the end of the day, the way I view it as a barb, somebody that's outwardly saying that yes, I'm a barb, I don't feel like, I don't really care about those things. The only times that I actually argue with people online is whenever they say something that's like literally preposterous, like something that is false, or I just don't like when people go out their way to discredit Nicki Minaj. I don't have any beef with any Cardi B fans or any
blogs or anything like that. I don't think that you're biased. I mean, there's plenty of other biased YouTubers. I do think that sometimes you don't really know what you're talking about sometimes, but that's only because you're actually that non-biased. You're not a fan. You're not going to feel any way towards either side because you're holding them both like you're looking at it like, hey, you know what I mean? We talked about this last couple streams. But yeah, I feel like she is older. I do wish that she carried herself like a Beyonce or Rihanna. You know, back in the day, Rihanna used to do the same thing. Now she doesn't. I feel like she is on the status of like a Beyonce or a Rihanna where she doesn't have to reply to everything because the fan base does it for her. So it's like at this point it's kind of pointless. I do see that sometimes that I don't want to do this and open this can of worms, but sometimes I did used to say that, y'all don't hold the same energy when it comes down to other fan bases. It's not just the Barb's that's the most craziest fan base. It's the Taylor Swift fans, the Cardi B fans are just as toxic. Nobody talks about
You
that.
definitely said that. I said that each
No,
one
you said it. I'm just speaking off the top of
comprehension.
my dome. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I heard you. I was here, but yeah, the Beehive definitely is just as crazy, if not crazier. And I do feel like there's a lot of Barbs that make us all look bad, but I mean, it's not like that with everybody. I mean, it's really not. I mean, I personally wish that she didn't marry who she married, and I feel like she could have did better. But at the end of the day, it's her goddamn life. She's the one who has to live a different life than us. Yes, she's rich, but there's a lot of things and luxuries and liberties that we take for granted that celebrities can't have and do anymore. They can't just walk outside and live a normal life like us. They run risk of getting robbed and killed like other people. But uh I think I said everything I needed to say. I think it was a point I was trying to make, but it kind of blew my mind.
Miss Moist, the two. Tell me the facts, because I definitely don't see the delusional ass facts that y'all see. I see that everybody is in on it together. I don't see Nicki as being innocent. I don't see Akbar as being innocent. I don't see Cardi being innocent. So what facts is there, Moist, the two?
Nick, these is childish people. These is childish
Yeah,
people.
there's like
Very
little kids.
childish.
Like
It
Just
is like
I
it's very
literally
obvious.
see.
It's very in your face what's going on. This is all petty, childish games between grown ass women with kids. Like
at this part.
it's not rocket science.
Oh,
Can
I
I
remember the
say
point
something,
that I was
Neek?
trying to make.
At this point,
Can
Oh,
I
it's
say
go
just.
something,
ahead.
Oh,
Neek?
sorry, my bad.
They
Why
got
is
me
everybody
clown.
throwing Nicki Minaj in it in the first place? This had to do with Akbar and Cardi. Cardi felt like Akbar was saying something when Akbar was like, "If Chatter Daily didn't post it, then I'm not believing it."
Nikki
Well,
told everybody to look at the post.
Not every no, she did not because Akbar posted that last
She
night.
tagged
No,
Akbar.
Nicki Minaj was not active last night. I was on Twitter all night long. Akbar did not post that last night, and Cardi B decided to respond to it this morning. It had nothing to do with Nicki, so y'all can't just
Nikki
keep
feeds into it a lot. She does. I noticed it last month.
last month when she was
I
promoting her
noticed it
song.
last
She was
month,
promoting
and I
her
saw the
song. She was
pattern.
not talking
but
about
I
Cardi.
was wait a
Y'all
minute
was
because I
assuming
was
she was
on
talking about Cardi.
I was on Twitter and I definitely seen somebody do a screen record of Nikki liking a status about Cardi saying something about Akbar's dead mother, and they was like, "Oh, now if she were to flip it and say something like about Megan's mom or something like that, then she wouldn't like it." And I definitely seen somebody screen record that, and
Right, but
I thought
Cardi
that
B
was
had
fake.
no right. Cardi B had no right to talk about
That
Akbar's
shit do
dead
be fake.
mother.
Oh, excuse
That's
me.
Mhm.
disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because Nicki Minaj liked some a post don't mean anything. She didn't start the shit that happened today.
But what happened
Akbar
with
And
the
has
who
Hollies
knows?
and
They
the
probably
Barbs?
talk.
Akbar
Why
is
y'all don't
dirty.
get along no
We
more? The
can end the
Hollies and
stream
Barbs.
because the clicks don't click. Okay, the clicking it don't click unless you guys tell.
This is
What do you mean the
hilarious.
clicking not clicking? Like y'all
Oh my
trying
god.
to make it seem like this whole thing had to do with Nicki Minaj. No, it
No,
had nothing to
Akbar.
do with her.
We
I
not
do
saying
hate
At
when
the
it
end
that.
of the
seems
It's
day,
like
I
more
people
see
so
what
do
Nick.
that.
like
At the end of the day. Oh, sorry.
Nikki
My bad.
being shady. Like, come on.
Brent, okay,
Akbar
so
No,
y'all
it's
telling
a
her
fact.
she needs
shady.
to be grown due to her age, right?